Hey ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Costu1 coming at you with another video. This time it's trip 12, trip report slash photo slideshow for Six Flags Great America. Friday, June 27th, 2014. So let's start it off with we didn't get to the park until about 1:32, and it was my dad's day off, so he just said, "Hey, let's go to the park." And so my sister got to bring her friend Caitlin, and then I got to bring my friend Rachel. As there's Rachel right there. She will appear in another photo closer into the or a little farther in. But he let us each bring a friend. And then my sister was able to be eligible for the EAP pass or the Equal Access Pass due to a stress fracture in her right knee. So we went to guest relations right away, and they were really helpful with that. I'd also like to give a shout out to Jack Lover 819 for giving me information about that for my sister. And then yeah, we got to use the exit on all the coasters and all the rides that we used. There were rides where we just went up the standby line just to save some time, but yeah. Heading over to Goliath, the roof for the, what's it called? Um, crap. The employee walkway was completely finished, and we had to go up the exit for everything but Goliath. These lions were painted on some of the exit ramps, such as our Raging Bull, Goliath, X-Flight, and they were really meant to. Oh, there's a picture of my dad on Eagle's favorite roller coaster. But anyways, they were meant for like wheelchair access and stuff like that. The only ride that we had to go through if it wasn't wheelchair access that we needed to get, we just had to go through the Flash Pass line with the EAP. Here's the coaster car or the coaster float that has been used since Bugs Bunny Starlight Spectacular, from my knowledge. Really hoping it comes back in some form, either the end of the season or next season. I should probably get into the rides we took too. So we started off on X-Flight left side, and then we went over to Whizzer, did Goliath after, then American Eagle Blue, Raging Bull, Giant Drop, Skytrick Tower, Little Dipper, Superman Ultimate Flight, and then, yeah, times in between there was when we had meals and stuff like that. We took, there were a few times where we took big breaks in between, like between, I believe it was Goliath, no, between American Eagle Blue and Raging Bull. We took about 45 minute to an hour photo bomb of Raging Bull sign by Rachel. She or we took 45 minutes to an hour break between the couple rides to like have ice cream or eat dinner or stuff like that. Between Skytrick Tower and Little Dipper, we took about an hour and a half to 2 hour break, and we sat in JB's barbecue with my dad, who was finishing up some Boy Scout paperwork for summer camp. And we tried the JB's Wild Wings, which were really good. If you're at the park and you want something new to try, just try that. I apologize for my low and kind of monotone voice. I just woke up. But yeah, towards the end of the night, we were gonna ride Goliath once again, but the problem was it was down. So they just said, "Hey, come back later once it comes back up." So my dad and I were like, no big deal, we'll get Rachel on Little Dipper. And we got her on Little Dipper, and once we exit the ride, my sister and her friend are sitting down near the exit, and they told us that Goliath is closed for the night. So it wasn't that big of a deal. At least we got one ride on Goliath that day, but what can you do? Towards the end of the night, there were a few more downtimes. There was threats of storms in the area. Batman had some downtime while we were in line for Little Dipper, but got back and operating by the time we get off. They were announcing on pretty much every ride. Attention, if you or due to possible strong storms in the area, this ride may cease operation. If that happens, we cannot guarantee everyone in the line a spot, and it will be closed for the rest of the night or something like that. And after Little Dipper, we managed to go on Superman and Condor, and the storms managed to pay off or hold off. Then we would go see Six Flags Grand Finale. I don't know why, but for some reason, every time I go to the park now, I end up really wanting to see Six Flags Grand Finale once the park closes. I know I could get like 3 or 4 more rides in, but I'm not sure. I just really like the show. But that pretty much wraps up this trip report and photo slideshow. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my other videos. And till next time, Cost Dude signing out. Cost Dude 1 signing out. Goodbye.